guys, it's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be doing the match analysis from the match yesterday between Barcelona and Elche, where Barcelona walked away with 3 big points for the international break, put them temporarily top of La Liga. We're going to take a look at some of the key stats from this match, analyze the team's performance, analyze some players' individual performances, and also react to Xavi's post-match press conference and the match reaction of 2 other players. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 200 likes in this video. Be very much appreciated. Also, if you're new, make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Now, before we get into the video, this video is sponsored by Every Jersey Shop. The World Cup is fast approaching, and it's now the time to pick up your national team's kit and represent them outside with friends, at home, at a restaurant, at a bar, and what better and more affordable place can you go than Every Jersey Shop? They have every single country at the best and affordable price. You can pick what name you want in the kit, the size of the kit, and their shipping is absolutely quick, reliable, and they even give you tracking information as well, so you can track your package every step of the way. And of course, they also have Barcelona merchandise as well. They have the first kit, second kit, third kit. It's all there, and make sure you go check out Every Jersey Shop. Link is down in the description, and use the code BarcaBoy for 10% off. So when you're at checkout, put the discount code BarcaBoy in and you'll get 10% off your order. Let's start off with a reminder of the starting lineup from yesterday's match. It was Ter Stegen who was the captain in goal, a back four of Kounde, Araujo, Eric Garcia, Alejandro Balde, midfield 3 of De Jong, Kessie, and Pedri, and a front 3 of Ousmane Dembele, Lewandowski, and Memphis Depay. Now, during this match, Xavi did use all 5 of his substitutions. He brought on Gavi at halftime for Kessie, made a triple change, bringing on Ansu, Raphinha, and Bellerin, taking off Dembele, Memphis, and Eric Garcia, and finally he brought on Ferran Torres for Lewandowski. Now, the front covers of the Catalan-based newspapers this morning were nothing but praise for one player, and that player is Lewandowski. Mundo Deportivo came out with the headline saying that Lewandowski leader, and Sport came out with the headline can opener Lewandowski. Let's now take a look at the 3 goals scored during this match. The first goal, of course, was scored by Robert Lewandowski. The ball was worked down the right hand side by Kounde, bringing it out forward to Ousmane Dembele, who made a great run forward into the final third. Barcelona, of course, in transition on the counter attack. Players moving forward. We had Kessie running into the box, Lewandowski, Pedri as well. Memphis was there at some point, and then Alejandro Balde made a fantastic overlapping run. Pedri with a great ball to find him in. Alejandro Balde puts that cross in perfectly. Ludos is there, far post, and he puts it into the back of the net. The second goal in this match did come in from Memphis Depay, and the play actually started with Lewandowski dropping deep to get involved with the play. It falls to Kounde, then De Jong goes out to Pedri out wide. Of course, Barcelona moving the ball from right to left very quickly, and again it's with Alejandro Balde working on the left hand side, few step overs here and there, gives it to Memphis, and then Memphis does his trademark turn, leaves the defender for dust, and puts it into the back of the net. The third and final goal did come in from Robert Lewandowski. It was an excellent movement by Jules Kounde, who puts a great through ball to Ousmane Dembele between the 2 Elche players pressing him. Dembele coming to the right hand side. We all know how lethal he is with his balls in the box. Once Dembele gets it, everyone's running inside, and mainly the run of Memphis from all the way to the left into the middle to crowd the box. The ball cross comes in from Dembele. Memphis is there, 2 Elche players in the end. The goalkeeper punches it out right to Lewandowski. Bad move, and he puts it into the back of the net. Let's now take a look at the full-time stats. Barcelona, of course, absolutely dominating the match. Firstly, possession, 77% for Barcelona, 25 shots in total, 9 on target, 10 of them off target, and 6 were blocked. And you can see here where all the areas the shots came in, mainly of course in the around the area, more specifically between the 18-yard line and the 6-box yard line. And Barcelona had an XG of 5.2, expected goals of 5.2. That is ridiculous. We had 6 corners, 5 offside, committed 11 fouls. We had 8 big chances, 5 big missed chances, 1 counterattack, 1 counterattack shot, 18 shots inside the box, 7 of them coming outside the box, 710 passes attended by Barcelona with 644 completed, 91% success rate. We had the 38 long balls and only completed 28. We had the 21 crosses and only completed 6. But we did have less dribbles than Elche as a total. We attempted 14, only completed 4. They attempted 11, so a few less, and completed 5. But Elche did lose the ball more in this match, 119 compared to Barcelona's 115. They won more duels than us, but we won more aerial duels, and we had more tackles. We had 12 interceptions and only had 1 clearance. Let's now take a look at the SofaScore full-time player ratings. First, Ter Stegen in goal gets a 7.1, Kounde 7.2, Araujo 7.0, Garcia 6.9, which I feel like is a bit too low, Balde with a big 8.3, Kessie with a 6.3, the lowest in the entire team, De Jong 8.5, the highest, Pedri 8.4, Memphis 7.1, Lewandowski 8.4, and Ousmane Dembele with a 7.1. So a lot of players in this starting lineup, of course, above the 8.0 threshold. Now for the subs, Raphinha got 7.0, Ansu Fati 6.4, Ferran Torres 6.2, Gavi 7.0, and Hector Bellerin with the 7.1. Let's now take a look at some of the full-time stats from this match. Now firstly, we do have the average positioning of the players for Barcelona. Now first on the left hand side is the starting lineup. As you can see, Jules Kounde, very inverted Pep Guardiola-esque football style. Now we've seen a lot nowadays, fullbacks are becoming inverted. They're always in the midfield, and Jules Kounde was nothing less than that. We had Alejandro Balde playing more as that natural fullback, up and down, but of course staying more advanced. We're playing against Elche 10 men, you expect that, but Kounde still playing deep in the midfield. Dembele on the right wing, Memphis on the left wing, but also more inside as well, because of course he has that center forward taste. You have Kessie on the right, De Jong as the deep, Pedri on the left, and of course Lewandowski up front. Now with the subs coming in, you have Bellerin very high up the pitch. Again, we're attacking, we're dominating the match, red cards all over the place, but he wasn't playing as that inverted fullback. What does that mean? Because we didn't have the red card to begin with. The Xavi set up differently. I'm not quite too sure. But even against Cadiz, when Bellerin was playing, he was not playing as that inverted fullback. So keep your eyes on that. I think everything other than that is pretty standard. You have Araujo as the deepest center back. You have their Kounde as well, still playing a bit inverted. But then again, that's still because he's playing center back for the majority of the second half. Ferran Torres as a striker, Ansu on the left, Raphinha on the right. Very typical after that. Now, if you look at the heat concentration during this match, which I think for me is absolutely huge, as you can see, the right hand side was more used by Barcelona than the left. What was I think over the past few match analysis? Xavi needs to balance out both the right hand side and the left hand side. Notoriously Barcelona always down the left. Ever since Dani Alves left, it's been left. Jordi Alba, Messi, that connection was every single week. But now Xavi, I feel like, wants to balance it more. And if you go look at all the goals that we scored, those 3 goals that we already analyzed, they all started from the right hand side, which I think is very important. We also spent 50% of the final third of the match in Elche's half, with 41% in the middle and only 9% of the ball in Barcelona's final third. That is the definition of pure domination. Now, of course, the star of this match, like the Mundo Deportivo and Sport Cover said, was Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski has now scored at least 1 league goal in each of his last 5 appearances in La Liga. He's just so damn lethal. It's ridiculous. Alejandro Balde, top assister. Balde registered now 2 assists yesterday, taking his tally in La Liga this season to 3, making him the player with the joint most assists in the league. So Barcelona have the top scorer and also the top assister in the league so far, and also one of the most clean sheets. Barcelona have now kept 5 clean sheets in their opening 6 La Liga matches, only conceding 1 goal via a deflection. It was Isaac, of course, deflected off Eric Garcia and a looped overmark on Ter Stegen. But if you look at the season overall as a whole, only, I believe, 4 goals conceded, and I believe how many games we played? 8 games, 4 goals conceded. That for me is ridiculous. I can't remember the last time Barcelona even had a stat even close to that. And now Barcelona have won 5 La Liga matches in a row with a 3+ goal margin for the first time since prime Barcelona. Oh, don't get me excited like that. God damn. When I saw this stat, I was like, Oh, madre mia, because I can't even remember the last, even under Valverde, we weren't playing good football, but we always scored a lot of goals. Even under Luis Enrique, we didn't even do that. But now it has been repeated. We've never done this since prime Barcelona, probably the greatest ever team we have seen. And for me, the big factor, for me, the big factor of that is the Camp Nou. We are seeing now the attendance at the Camp Nou is going up and up and up. The last 3 matches, Vallecano, 81,000, Valladolid, 83,000, and Elche yesterday, 85,000. Like, when we had, Koeman, we were getting like 30,000, 40,000. Back when we had Valverde, I felt when we were, 2017, 18, 19, every single game for me at the Camp Nou was always like, easy win, no matter who it was, Real Madrid, whoever it was, because it was a fortress. The fans filled it up and they gave, the energy to the players, and the players went out there and performed. Then, when Setien came in, Koeman, the love died down. No one showed up. People are giving their season tickets away. Only like 40,000 people are showing up. But then again, 40,000 is still good. That fills up Stamford Bridge, fills up the majority of the Emirates, all that sort of stuff. But 85,000, that fills up every stadium in Europe's top 5 league. Keep that in mind. And we got that in the match against the worst team in the league in Elche. Strap your seatbelts, because the Spotify Camp Nou is going to be a huge factor for Barcelona this season. Let's now get into Xavi's post-match press comments reaction and the match reaction of 3 other people. The 2 players are Memphis Depay and Araujo, and I also have one surprise in there for you as well. Let's now get and see what everyone had to say. First up is Araujo, who of course got a clean sheet in this match and had a very, very quiet game as well. Nothing from Elche going forward, of course, but let's get and see what he had to say. Starts by saying that I think we had a well-deserved exposure. We knew we had to be patient and that we score in the end. I respect Barcelona so much, I'll always jump over the emblem out of respect. Of course, that video went absolutely hugely viral yesterday. Everyone knows that I'm the biggest Barcelona fan. We're a team that is still in development. I think that is obvious. Our goal as defenders is to keep a clean sheet, and we're doing well in that aspect so far. We're also playing very well. We're on the right path. We need to win, and we need to do it. Sooner rather than later, goals will come, and it was about patience. The most important part of our matches is to keep a clean sheet. Then the quality up front, they will make the difference. So that's very interesting from a defender point of view, saying that, look, I know for a fact if I keep a clean sheet, we're gonna win, because up front the quality is ridiculous and they will end up scoring if they just make up the chances. But of course, you could say that against Bayern Munich, lacks of concentration. He even mentioned Bayern Munich. It is unfortunate that we lost against Bayern Munich despite everything that we did, and now we continue to grow and develop. Very, very wise words. We're probably our best defender at the club at the moment, alongside Kounde. And that concluded Araujo's post-match press conference reaction after the match against Elche. Next up is Memphis Depay, who was the biggest surprise of the lineup and got his goal, and now could be challenging Ansu Fati and Ferran Torres for that left wing position. Let's get and see what he had to say after the match. He came out saying it's very important to continue winning even after the loss against Bayern Munich. The spirit must continue. Today we found chances and we could score more. The mentality is good, and I'm happy for that. I'm happy to score as well. When the opportunities come to me, I try to contribute to the club and the team. I know what I can offer, and I showed that in training. I'm very happy to be given a chance today, and I'm not playing that much this season, but I'll keep on working in the same way. Lewandowski is a smart player. He knows how to move around the pitch. When I occupy space, he knows where to move. I got the chance to link up with Ousmane Dembele today. It was very nice. When I was a child, I played in the streets a lot. In those tight spaces, you need to use some smart things. I had some skills in my pocket, and that was one of them, of course, referring to that big turn that he had, the Memphis Depay turn, we'll call it. I need more match rhythm to get to my best for the team. I know I have the ability, and I'm happy to go with the national team now, then come back with the desire to win titles with this club. That for me is the excellent mentality to have for a player who's not playing regularly. Again, once you get your opportunity, I think Ferran Torres said it a few days ago, when Xavi gives you that moment in the starting lineup, you have to take it. And that concluded Memphis Depay's post-match press conference reaction after the match against Elche. Next up is the new sporting director for Football Club Barcelona, Jordi Cruyff. We not only interview players and managers at Barcelona, we also do sporting directors. Let's get and see what Jordi Cruyff had to say after the match. match. He came out saying we're very happy with the result, but of course the red card made things much easier for us. The fact that the stadium was almost full in a match like this shows the unity between the squad and the fans. Lewandowski has always scored goals everywhere he has played. You don't lose that with age. You will always score goals. You're born with that ability. We're speaking constantly with Alex Collado. He wanted to leave on loan to get playing time, and we'll see what happens when he comes back. By the way, very interesting that Collado did not play in the match. I was very surprised about that. He's a regular starter for Elche, but all of a sudden in this match didn't even make an appearance off the bench. And finally, Cruyff ended off by saying that our transfer market was very good. We wanted to give Xavi everything that he needed to be happy and make Barcelona competitive for the season. And that concluded Sporting Director Jordi Cruyff's post-match press conference reaction after the match against Elche. Time now to get into Xavi's post-match press conference reaction. Of course, he's the manager. He sets up the team and the tactics, and his opinion matters the most. Let's now get and see what he had to say. Started by saying that I agree that we had a very complete squad. Everyone is training well and ready when the team needs them. This is an unusual year with a busy calendar, and we need the whole team to compete this season. You win titles with a big squad, not with a set starting lineup. We know the pressure that is at Barcelona. It has increased since we arrived, but we have to continue with humility and hard work. Every game now is a test for us. It never ceases to amaze me a guy like Alejandro Balde's age plays and doing so well. He's going to give us a lot. His physical quality are simply bombardic. I mean, him down the left-hand side yesterday was ridiculous. We have 25 players and all of them could start for every match. Then it's my turn to make that decision. We're happy to win. It's very important win. They're going to be defending, and after setting off in the match as well, it changed the game, and we always wanted, of course, to play a bit better. The important thing today is that you see everyone is ready to play and can make the difference, and we have several matches left. Pedri is superlative. He understands the match. He hardly loses the ball. He makes passes. He has to be a bit more decisive at some times, but at 19 years old, he's a very dominant player and is absolutely crucial for us. There is, of course, a lot of enthusiasm that can be left in the people, in the stadium, on the street. There are expectations that we have to continue working with the humility, but the fact that 85,000 people have come shows that there is enthusiasm within the squad. Again, 85,000 for the worst match of the season against the easiest opponent is ridiculous. 85,000 overfills Old Trafford. I don't know if it fills up the new Bernabeu, but it fills up every single top 5 stadium or top 5 league stadium in the world. I see Ansu Fati well. I spoke with him and he seems well and happy. Today he started well with 2 good chances. I've already said that we have a plan with him and that he'll be very important for us in the team. 2 weeks off now for the squad. It helps us rest. We have, of course, a solid schedule until November the 9th. It's going to be difficult and complicated. We had a great start for the season, and that's the most positive thing. It's, of course, 2 weeks off for the staff and himself, not for the players that will go on international break. There's about 6, 7, 8 players, maybe even 5 players that will stay, though, in Barcelona and train week in, week out. We're looking forward to playing with the 3-4-3 system in the attack situation with Balde adding to the attack. When we understood the plan in the second half, we enjoyed it, although the red card made things easier. So of course, when we're attacking, we're playing at the 3-4-3. Frenkie de Jong drops in as that third center back. For wing backs go forward. That's what he meant, of course. The defensive side is very important for us. We did not receive many chances. Everyone is focused, working and pressing. We recover a lot of balls in the opponent's court as well. I was surprised by the human side of Lewandowski. He's very humble and has a lot of commitment and hunger to improve his game. Dembele has been a fantastic professional over the past 24 hours. He had slept very little, of course, over the past 24 hours, so that's Xavi and him there confirming that he did have a kid. I asked him if he was ready to start the match, and he said he wanted to play, and he always wanted to play. And finally, Xavi concluded off by saying that I didn't see another mistake on Kessie, of course, that second yellow possibility that the Elche manager was raving about in his press conference. I'll see it later, but I asked the locker room, and they said no. I trust the referee's sincerity, so you can skip that question. He tells, of course, to the journalist that asked him, but when you think that they are hurting you, you naturally get angry. And that concluded Xavi's post-match press conference reaction after the match against Elche. Let's now take a look and analyze some of the players' individual performances from this match. I have chosen 4 players to analyze. Those 4 players are Alejandro Balde, Frenkie de Jong, Pedri, and Robert Lewandowski. First up is Alejandro Balde, who did get an 8.3 SofaScore rating in this match, and as you can tell from his heat map, was all over, of course, on the left-hand side, but mainly in the opponent's final third than in Barcelona's defensive final third. In the match, he played 90 minutes, had 2 assists, had 1 clearance. He attempted 4 ground duels and won 3 of them. He did the 3 aerial duels and won 1. He only lost possession 3 times in this match. He was fouled twice, but did not commit a foul. He was caught offside once. 83 touches, 98% pass accuracy. In the entire match, Alejandro Balde only misplaced 1 pass. He had 2 crosses and completed both of them. He had the 1 long ball and completed it as well. He had 2 key passes. He created 2 big chances, of course, led to the 2 goals. And he also attempted 2 dribbles, but only completed 1. This is going to be the left back that will be successor at Barcelona. Now, of course, Alonso's still here, Jordi Alba's still here. We need to phase them out, have Balde, and sign someone to compete with Balde, because I think Balde has absolutely huge potential. Now, my question is, why didn't we use him that often under Koeman and also under Xavi last season? But now, he's looking like an absolute baller. Since the first match against Vallecano, where Jordi Alba absolutely stunk, he started every single league match and has performed very, very well, with this one, of course, being the highlight. All I can say to him is this: look, when you get put in the lineup or put into the pitch, put in your absolute all, because I can guarantee you that Balde has the ability, the potential, and the enthusiasm to bench both Alonso and Jordi Alba, but it's up to him to perform on that pitch week in, week out. To be honest, it does suck a bit that you have 2 players on the bench breathing down your back, waiting for just 1 mistake for you. But so far, Balde, I think, has performed very, very well this season, but let's hope he can continue that momentum. Next up is Frenkie de Jong, who was my man of the match during this game and got an 8.5 SofaScore rating, the highest in the team. And if you look at his heat map, of course, despite the fact that he was starting as a pivot, look at that. He's all over the final third of Elche, mostly playing down the left-hand side. Ridiculous. In the match, he played 90 minutes, had 124 touches, 90% pass accuracy, but only misplaced 10 passes. He did the 6 long balls and completed 3, had 2 shots on target. He did the 6 ground duels and completed all 6 of them. He attempted 3 aerial duels and won 2. He lost possession only 14 times. He did not commit a foul during this match, but was fouled himself once. He also had 5 interceptions and 5 tackles. Oh my god. Look, this is not compared to Busquets' numbers. What Busquets does in that CDM role, we'll never see again in our lifetime. But I think Frenkie de Jong is slowly but surely, hopefully, developing a lot in that role. Of course, against Victoria Pleasant in the Champions League, he played well in that match as well. I feel like he's growing in this position under Xavi, but again, still way too early to call. But I feel like in this match was definitely, since Frenkie de Jong joined Barcelona, the best performance in that pivot. But of course, we signed him to play in that right hand side, box to box, or maybe the pivot as a secondary role, so we'll have to wait and see how he goes into that. But I think now Frenkie de Jong is really challenging for a place in the starting lineup. Gavi, watch your back. Should I say Busquets, watch your back? Probably not, let's be honest, and also probably Pedri not as well. But I think Frenkie de Jong is very, very close to reaching that starting lineup, Gala 11, plaque. So let's see how he does. But again, another strong performance from him, and definitely his best performance in the pivot for Barcelona yet. Next up is Pedri, who got an 8.4 SofaScore rating in SF from his heat map, but of course, mainly playing down the left-hand side of the interior in the midfield 3. In the match, he played 90 minutes, had 106 touches, 96% pass accuracy, but only misplaced 4 passes, 5 key passes. He attempted 16 long balls and completed 15. Created 2 big chances, had 1 shot off target. He also lost possession 6 times, did not commit a foul, and was not fouled either. He also had 2 interceptions. 15 long balls completed. Oh my god. And they're all replaying in my head. All those chip balls, the switch of plays. Look, man, Pedri is just... I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. I think he's the best under 19 or under 20 midfielder I've seen for Barcelona. I mean, oh my god. What I'm hoping for right now is that Xavi doesn't overplay him, because theoretically we don't really have a replacement for him in the team. Probably the best case scenario is Pablo Torres, because he does have that kind of profile. I don't think Gavi can do what Pedri does. Maybe Frenkie, but I probably favor Pablo Torres, to be honest. But look, Pedri is just... I don't know what to say, man. I'm speechless. Shout out Ramon Planes, my freaking guy. Getting him for what? 20 million all in as a package is nuts. And I tell you what, man, this player is just gonna keep growing. If he's right, let's say this is the ceiling, right, and he's like right here at 19, we still got what? We got like 10 years left till he's supposed to be in his prime. Oh, I tell you what, guys, we got a player on our hands. Let's just hope he can continue this momentum and continue these performances. And let's hope to God that Xavi does not overplay him. And last but not the least is, of course, the main man himself, RL9, Robert Lewandowski, who got an 8.4 SofaScore score rating. And as you can tell from his heat map, was of course playing as a striker, but did drop back a lot into the midfield to, of course, retain the ball, touch the ball, and link up with the play for Barcelona. In the match, he played 72 minutes, had 2 goals, 4 shots on target, 1 shot off, 1 shot blocked, missed 1 big chance, and of course that chip went, I think, for the Pedri offside goal. He only had 38 touches and had a 74% pass accuracy, but only misplaced 7 passes. He also was fouled twice, did not commit a foul either. Look, like I said in the match review, and I'll say it again, I think apart from the 2 goals, Lewandowski was not that great, but I feel like him dropping back in the midfield, you know, getting in linked up with the play, which of course created, I think, the 3rd goal or 2nd goal. Him doing that, he knows what he's doing. He wants to get down there. When he goes and drops deep, it does attract the defenders of Elche that create space in behind for Memphis and Dembele to exploit. And for the 2nd goal, I think it's the 2nd goal, it happened. Of course, it was Kounde, gives to Lewandowski, dropped back, Barcelona switched the play quickly in the box, and he was there at the far post. I think he knows what he's doing, but again, I think if you take away these 2 goals, I wouldn't say it's, you know, champagne, perfect 10 out of 10 performance from Lewandowski, but of course those 2 goals are a big factor in the result. And if we go again, beginning of the video, Mundo Deportivo cover, sport cover, all talking about Lewandowski, him unlocking the team, being a leader, and of course Xavi mentioning him in the post-match press conference, how humble he is. His signing has been revolutionary so far, but of course, it's only been 8 games, tranquilo, let's see how it goes, but Lewandowski off to a flying start in his Barcelona career. So overall, final thoughts on the match. I feel like I've been saying this a lot this season, but again, it's Elche, worst team in the league, at home, red card for their captain, red card for the manager. I'm not getting carried away. I want to see Barcelona perform in the big games and get results against the big teams. We had 2 big tests this season, in my opinion. Away to Sevilla, we passed it, but then against Sevilla, we're not performing that great. But the big test, of course, was Bayern Munich away. I would probably give us a passing grade in that sense, but of course we didn't win. We lost 2-0, but they performed way better than Bayern Munich. Barcelona needs to do these against the big teams, but of course I'm happy we're doing it against the small teams. Again, a lot of rotation. Kessie coming in, Memphis, Balde, Garcia, who did not start recently, of course. They're coming in and performing well, which of course for me shows how much of a fantastic squad that we do have. But if you look at, of course, our main objective, you could say this season is, of course, win La Liga. Looking at the table, we're looking pretty good, boys. Top of the table for the first time since I started this YouTube channel. Like, we of course were, I think, top of the league under Koeman for like when the first game we got 3 points against Sociedad. I think that 4-2 when Pique, you know, cut his wages. I mean, that doesn't really count, but we could be top of the league table. Of course, later on today is the Madrid derby, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano. Let's hope for a draw. I want a draw. I don't even want Atletico. A draw would be the perfect result. Atletico Madrid wins, like, yeah, it's okay. They'll still come closer to us. And of course, Madrid lose, but a draw would be perfect. Let's see how that goes. And we could be top of the table going into the international break. And that will boost Barcelona mentally, the confidence of the players, and bring down the confidence of the players for Real Madrid. So let's see how it goes. But overall, again, the match, very, very good performance. Well, not very good. I say just decent performance. Great result. Clean sheet, 3 points. But it is only Elche. So that was a match analysis for Barcelona versus Elche in La Liga. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. Thoughts on the performance, the players' individual performances, the stats, the fortress of the Spotify Camp Nou. Also thoughts about Memphis Depay, Araujo, Cruyff, and Xavi after the match. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care and Forza Barca.